Okay guys, Sunday the 4th of March, so let's do our Sunday day trading analysis for the FTSE 100 for the week ahead. Now we'll start quickly by having a recap of last week in relation to the Sunday analysis that we had, and then we'll look at the levels for the trading week ahead. Okay, so what I've done is I've put the levels on the chart from last week that the market was trading within. So coming into the market on Monday, we'd actually broken up on the Sunday price action up above this 83 level. We shot back down, bounced. We actually tried to break up above this zone, which was going to be a potential bounce zone. And then on the Tuesday, the market just collapsed all the way back down, came back up. It didn't quite reach the resistance level we went over last week for testing for selling. Came down, found support at 205. It then broke up, tested the key resistance up above, and then we had another very strong move down on this market. And now these two levels down here were, as we went over, a last potential strong level of support. If we started breaking down below those levels, we were expecting another strong move down on the FTSE. So break down on Thursday. Friday we shoot back up, retest the level as resistance, and then we had around about a 70-point sell-off from the bottom of that zone. Now, into last week also, the only thing that I added into the analysis as we were starting to trade through the week was relatively similar to the S&P 500 analysis that I was doing last week. We had a little bit of a sloping support line. So we tested, we tested, we tested, we tested, and the market had came down on the Tuesday and tested at the level. So as we started to break down below this sloping support and resistance level, it just gave us a little bit of an added confluence that the market was starting to turn bearish. As we started to break down below this little swing point here, it just gave us another further confirmation that the market was turning bearish. And then we started looking for those stronger movements down. So coming into next week now on this market, the zones lower down are pretty much the same. What we're going to do is this 213 one, we're just going to move it up ever so slightly toward 240. So we're now at 215 to 240. Let's just extend this. We're taking into consideration the recent spikes down on the 27th of February and also on the 19th of February. This one up above, we want to just bring it down ever so slightly also. We're actually maybe going to turn this into two zones. So 295. Let's get rid of the rectangle. Let's move this one down toward, let's have a look here. We're now at 316 right here. And then up above, we're going to change this zone to 7325 up into 7345 right here. Okay, so the first thing to go over is the FTSE. We're back down testing at these lows. So when we had the very strong sell-off on this market, the FTSE came off, let's have a look, over 800 points. Very, very strong bearish movement. We've tried to bounce and we're starting to come back down and retest at these levels now. Really at present, the FTSE is still looking relatively bearish. We've just had this strong wave down. So coming into next week, if we are pressing higher, really all of these zones up into 237, more than happy to look for potential weakness and bearish continuation. Really the key supports, we've got a support level right here at around 7,095. It's going to be up into the round number at 7,100 right here. Looking at that as a little bit more minor, we've got another level down at 7,080 into 7,060. For me, this is a stronger level of support. If the market is coming down, both of these levels are worthwhile looking for potential bullish bounces. Certainly this one here. If we're starting to break down below this one, we're breaking down below where the market held on the 5th of February and the 6th of February after such a strong move down. Really, if we're starting to break down below there, again, looking for stronger bearish movements, potentially back down to 7,020, and to retest that really key round number at 7,000. So here to here. It's if we start breaking down below this key level of support. At present, still bearish. If the market is starting to press back up, we can look for the resistance at these key levels up above. Also want to take into account the sloping resistance line. If the market is pressing back up and testing at one of our levels, which is also lining up with the sloping support and resistance line, just gives you another little added confluence. And then it's if really we start breaking up above this level, once again, the market starts to look a little bit more bullish. But really, in terms of price action, it's if the market starts getting back up above the 285 zone. I'd then be a little bit happier to start looking for stronger bullish bounces, at least back up toward these previous highs. And then if we start breaking up above our zone at the previous highs, I'd then start to look for bullish bounces up into the gap level that we've been going over for a few weeks now, which is, or which remains, key resistance. I'd really be looking for the bounces up toward this level at 7,390, really 7,400 to 7,380. Okay guys, so that's everything for the FTSE this week. As always, I hope you found that helpful. I hope you all have a good trading week next week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.